I think I'm gonna do this one.
Alright, guys.
No shot.
We're reacting. We are reacting!
Oh my gosh.
Honestly, it was not a bad idea.
Alright, guys.
Okay, I'm just gonna do this so that a little bit is showing. What's up, y'all? Wait, I need to start recording. What's up, y'all? Okay, this guy. His name is Tyler. Was it like Tyler Swift? Tyler Straight? Why am I going insane? Tyler Sharp. I'm going insane. Okay. Tyler Sharp. Little known debater. He's decently popular, right? Look what we got. Way more popular than me. 7K. I think he has like almost 100,000 on Does he have almost 100,000 on TikTok? I might be wrong. I think I watched one of his streams. Like I tuned into him live on TikTok one time. Honestly, one of the most regarded people I've ever like had the displeasure of listening to, and he refused to debate me. So we're gonna react to this. Let's get into it.
We are here at the, I don't know what the school is, their protest, and they're all like running over to the gas station. They're running everywhere. They're like almost in the road.
This is an ICE protest, by the way. So
over here, and we're gonna go challenge their opinions on ICE.
If you support ICE, you're a fucking bitch.
Why?
That's all I gotta say, you're a bitch. Bitch, I swear.
What?
Well, if you love Mexico so much, why don't you go back there?
Why the fuck? What?
Well, don't you love
Why did
Mexico?
you come here? Why are you fucking deporting us?
Bro, he wasn't. Come on, you're supposed to be like the smart debater guy going up there. You're not even addressing his point. He just said he has to like ICE.
Become successful here.
Okay, but then,
Escape,
so,
fucking cartel, come here, just have a better life. You guys take
so you think that we should have an open border?
Yeah, you guys should have an open border.
But you said that they're escaping the cartel. But what happens if we have an open border? The cartel gets to come here. Like, what happened? We proved under Joe Biden.
We can defeat the cartel.
We can. You want to have war with the cartel?
Go to Mexico every weekend. The cartel, they don't do shit to you unless you're a dumb fuck.
But then why did he just say that? But then why did he just say?
They're only fucking to you, fucking trying.
Puro México, güey. Todos los gringos que me la chupan.
No, yeah, like have you ever watched the documentary Line in the
I low key think he just got trolled. That dude was not being serious. There's no way. I thought that dude was being so unserious.
Todos los gringos que me la chupan.
He was. I think he totally just got trolled, bro.
No, yeah, like have you ever watched the documentary Line in the Sand? Like, they'll actually, the cartel will run from people at the border. Like, they'll run from you.
Like this guy saw him coming up with like the fucking fancy microphone and the camera. I was just like, yeah, open borders, let's go, bitch.
Yeah, no. Well, actually, to some degree, as you see, there's like 350,000 kids that were sex trafficked across the border under Kamala Harris. So you don't.
Okay, we're gonna dismantle this slowly. So, back in about 2024, or 2023, I forgot exactly when it was 2024. The DHS came out with the OIG, right, Office of Inspector General, came out with a report, right, for DHS, or specifically ICE. And the report was basically, this is what the report said. 300,000 unaccompanied minors have been transferred from ICE custody into HSS custody, specifically the ORR, that's the Office of Refugee Resettlement, and that ICE didn't have the proper electronic filing system to serve these unaccompanied minors notices of appearance, because a lot of these unaccompanied minors were applying for asylum, right? And because of that, ICE was not able to monitor all these children. Now, the report didn't say that the HSS or the ORR wasn't able to monitor children, because they were, right? The ORR keeps these children for a couple months or a couple weeks, then gives them to qualified sponsors, and then they do regular checkups on these children. But the report was just alleging that ICE didn't have the proper communications network. Now, Mega, being the 2 IQ dumb fucks that they are, like, oh, ICE can't monitor them, then they must be missing. And I have to explain this. Like, it's literally, like, it's object permanence. They don't have it, right? If I have a pen, right, and I give this pen to my friend, and I lose my phone, I can't give it to my friend, I'm not just going to assume the pen's missing, right? The pen's still there. My friend probably still has the pen. So regarded.
Talk about that.
It makes me so mad.
Okay, well, our current president he's a criminal, he's a rapist.
He's a criminal?
Yes.
Can you define democracy for me?
No thanks.
So that's elected by the people, right? I looked it all up. Google me, bro.
I don't know who you are.
Or farm.
How much battery life is that runoff?
Guys. He's totally not a dictator because he got elected. Like, come on, bro. Like, I'm pretty sure I don't know. Schmiller wasn't elected. But I know he was elected to like smaller portions of government, but he was appointed as chancellor. Like, just because, like, democracy you can become a dictator in a democratic system. Like, if you're elected to a certain position of power, and then you take over, and you, like, we saw what happened on January 6th. We were seeing what's happening right now with, like, the SAVE Act and the active attacking of people's voting rights in elections, right? You can still become a dictator.
I don't know. ICE like provides a lot of battery life. Yeah.
So you don't have a number?
No, like 6'7".
Okay.
Why are you out of your protest?
Get it? He said sick.
Today. It's what?
It's not right.
Whoa, bro, why are you getting so close to her? You're not. She's a minor. You're not a minor, clearly, bro. Like, bro, you're weird. Are you on Taylor Sharp duty today? Are you on Taylor Sharp duty today?
Wait.
Yo, why are you getting so close to the camera, yo? Why are you getting so close? I can't even get a conversation without these two like following me all around.
There's no shot.
Yeah,
Somebody
bro.
said he's a good debater.
I have.
What do you think of them?
I think that they're disgusting. What do you think? What do you mean? What do I think?
Because your president's in them.
Oh, I understand that.
Yeah.
I don't support that at all. And by the way, can you, I support ICE.
Okay, now you're president.
Well, to a certain degree.
To a certain degree.
Like, I support some things that he's doing. We can talk policy. We can go into different like parts of it.
I do, but not to this degree. They've killed 40 people this year.
Well, then hold on. Where was the outrage of the 56 people killed under Barack Obama?
56 people.
Yes, sir. Yeah, no. That was under the last 4 years that he was president, from 2012 to 2016.
That dude just said an AI overview, bro.
There's. Wait, where is it? Where is it pop up?
I think that they're disgusting. What do you think? What do you mean? What do I think?
Because your president's in them.
Oh, I understand that.
Yeah.
I don't. What do you think on? Yo, why are you
Wait,
getting so
where's
close
the
to
AI? Wait, where's it? Come on, YouTube, don't do this to me. Come on, whatever. I'll find it later. That you have to like deliberately make that choice in your editing, right? Like when you edit a video, you have to search up the thing, take the screenshot, import it into the editing software, put it on screen, put the animation. Why wouldn't you just take the time to click on the article? If you're gonna do all that anyways, this is an edited video. Why wouldn't you just take the time? And it's not even, he's not even wrong, right? I think it was about 56, like, if I'm correct. The point's still dumb anyways, because he's saying within the last year alone, 40 people have died in ICE custody, compared to 4 years of Obama. No shit, that's more concerning. It's happening at a quicker pace.
Well, Jesus Christ is a belief. Why don't you believe in Jesus Christ?
How did this get to Jesus Christ?
I preach the gospel as well. I'm a Christian first.
I'd like to talk about not Jesus Christ.
Okay,
What
that's
is
fine.
this guy
Jesus loves you
talking
though.
about?
Sure.
What do you think about that? Like,
So we were here talking about ICE and then you switch it now.
but like seriously.
What do you mean? I don't support any. These people need to be thoroughly investigated. The part that you're talking about, the Epstein files, is alleged reports that were sent in by like anonymous people that they didn't even verify. The camera's over your head, bro. So retard.
Hey,
Whoa. I do not endorse TikTok, okay? I strictly, okay, this is my opinion, okay? Bullying, harassment is not okay. Slurs are not okay. We should not say them. Something or the other like that.
We don't.
I'm not sure how
I can
much
say
longer
whatever
I
word
can be a
want
part
around
of
it.
this
but
community
that's
scratch. I'm gonna leave, okay?
Bro, it's for the vid, okay?
How is it a slur?
Calm down.
Why? When you're
I
acting
actually am
like
gonna
something,
leave.
We're
I'm
actually
gonna
acting like
having
something, I
it.
can call you something.
but that's a thought you keep to yourself, bro.
I am gonna leave now. Okay,
I don't care.
okay.
That's what
Like what? Facts over feelings, bro.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I appreciate you talking to me today. A lot of them don't want to talk to me. They just want to sit around and record, and they don't want to talk. But you know, yeah, of course.
I support both sides. Not like that. I support my side. I support my side.
I thank you, bro. I appreciate it. This is a lead by example right here, guys. Lead by example.
Bro, I can't, like, I respect your, like, I'm not gonna blame this guy, because he's, like, he isn't into politics, right? When people go after these protests, like, the average person doesn't have time to be, like, into politics, like, I do, or a lot of other streamers do. But, like, the I was like, I think it's okay when ICE goes around and violates people's rights and like kills innocent civilians in the street. I respect your opinion, bro. Like, but don't validate these people. And I'm not like mad at this guy. Just don't validate these people.
Great guy right here. What's your name?
Like, they're disgusting.
What? DJ. Love you, bro. Appreciate it. Great conversation with DJ right here. Yeah, not a lot of people want to have these type of conversations. They just want to shoot and kill Charlie Kirk. So, you know, that's why the left is so much more violent than the right, though. So the left is more violent than the right. Prove me wrong.
Well, I can't. I need to do this. Okay, this is necessary. Okay, y'all. This is necessary.
Like what?
This guy literally has no debates with anybody online who's like an actual like no one debater. It's all street interviews. Nobody wants to debate me. Nobody wants to debate me, bro. There's like what, you have 7K. I'm sure there's like 50 liberals on here who are way smarter than you, be absolutely willing to debate you. Like, I don't. Oh my gosh, guys! When I go into a random protest, people are not willing to debate.
This proven the right is more violent than the left.
How so?
There's plenty studies that I'm pretty sure it's around. Out of 200 mass shootings, most of them are right.
Yeah, so do you want to talk about the shootings that in those statistics that you're looking at actually include non-government riots and violence? Did you know that? Did you know that they include the BLM shootings of David Dorn? Do you know who that is?
No, I don't.
He was a 77-year-old black man that was shot in the head, killed by a BLM black protester that was fighting for BLM.
You want to hear something else?
Yeah, sure.
What about January 6th? When
J6. And who was shot and killed on January 6th?
What was that? Wait, what was that in reference to?
David Dorn. Do you know who that is?
No, I don't.
He was a
Most of them are. There's plenty.
is more violent than the right. Prove me wrong.
It's actually this proven the right is more violent than the left.
How so?
There's plenty studies that I'm pretty sure it's around. Out of 200 mass shootings, most of them are right.
Yeah, so do you want to talk about the shootings that in those statistics that you're looking at actually include non-government riots?
Which statistics is he looking at? This is another problem with like the street debates. He probably like, because this guy's probably not like some research. I don't remember the exact article. I think there's like at least like 5 studies out there, or like I think there's like 5 or 6 studies out there that show that the right does more violence to them, and different people have different talking points for each of them. And this dude probably has like, not only is he probably like taking the weakest out of those studies, he's probably straw manning. He's probably like straw manning statistics anyways. And even if you were to show like, oh, this like one shooting like was like miscategorized like in the data, that doesn't like exclude the entire set. Like you'd have to say like the certain parameters that they were using weren't good. But whatever. You're just not
Did you
gonna
know
get that kind of.
Did you know that they
engagement
include the
for
BLM
stream
shootings of
video.
David Dorn?
This
Do you know who
guy's
that is?
never gonna debate
He was a
anybody.
77-year-old black man that was shot in the head, killed by a BLM black protester that was fighting for BLM.
You want to hear something else?
Yeah, sure.
What about January 6th?
Sorry, y'all. My Lego. What is this bird called? Does anybody know what this bird is called? I forgot. It's like the fruit eating bird or whatever. It fell from my little ledge.
When
J6. And who was shot and killed on January 6th?
police officers,
No, who was the only person that was killed on January 6th? You brought up murders. Who was the only person killed on January 6th?
I'm pretty.
Ashley Babbitt, the Republican woman that was at the door of the Capitol.
But she was storming the Capitol, was she not?
She didn't even go in.
But they were. Storming
They shot her through the door.
They were storming the Capitol.
What? Oh my God! She was in the Capitol trying to get into the Senate chambers. She wasn't even in the Capitol. Yes, she was. She was in the Capitol as somebody was pointing a pew pew at her, telling her to get back. As the senators were evacuating, and they were telling her to get back, and she was trying to crawl through the Senate doors, even though it was already barricaded. Like, just
They were storming the
misinformation
Capitol. They were
on
storming the
that
Capitol. So
Literally, I hope you know.
yeah, thanks for the interruption, bud.
Yeah,
But
like uneducated people.
uneducated people. Did they let them into the Capitol? Did you actually watch the
were
foot?
supposed to go into the
They broke in.
Outnumbered.
So which door did they go in?
I don't recall, but they.
No, which door did they go in? The east or the west wing?
No, they
We
went
don't
through a
know
window.
because we weren't there. Yeah,
I wasn't there
But
either.
There was video recordings of someone
It doesn't
who
change the
stole
fact
a
that
riot
it's illegal.
shield and broke into the window. We could see that.
But did they climb through that window?
Yes, they did.
No.
Did you not see him through the window?
No, he didn't climb through the window.
Literally, did you not see the window? He was on the window breaking in with a riot shield that he stole.
He did not jump himself through the window. And by the way, did you know that there was 270?
Oh, this guy actually. Funny thing, he's right. But if I'm correct, the first protesters got in by stealing a riot shield and smashing through a window. He's not even wrong. It's easy. Wait, let's go back. Does he just say
He was
no?
on the window breaking in with a riot shield that he stole.
He did not jump himself through the window. And by the way, did you know that there was 270 federal
He just says no. That's not true. Not true. You're wrong. I'm right.
agents on the ground of the Capitol that were inciting violence that are now being subpoenaed to Congress to testify under oath that they were being violent and they were ordered to be violent by the corrupted FBI? That just came out like a month ago. Yet you did not see that.
Why does he like? It's just lies after lies. Right? That's not what happened. That's not that's not even close to happening. There are people. There were FBI informants on the ground, and this includes the FBI who were mobilized after the bomb squad was called, right? Because a lot of those people were the FBI who were there on J6, and those people were like the FBI like were there, but nobody ever there's no evidence that those people were told to be violent, right?
looking at that? Why aren't you looking at the fact?
There- whoa.
That's true.
There was a
Random events. You brought January 6th up.
there was a little bit of federal.
More violent! More violent! More violent!
Get this on video. Get this on video. Get this on video. Get this on video. Appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate
One more
it.
bar, bitch!
What? Where'd she go? Come, let's talk. Come here. Come back. Come back. Come back. I want to talk to you about January 6th.
January 6th.
That's what we were just talking about, and I just proved your facts about 8 times.
Give me the sources.
Based. Two IQ knuckle dragging conservatives meets base Chad Sourcemogger. Let's go. Holy shit. Look, bro. Look at how imposing this is, bro. Bro's being looked down on. Okay.
Give you the sources? Yeah, the
Bro was
subpoenas from
getting
Congress.
absolutely
Is that not enough?
Chad.
They already subpoenaed those people, and it's proven. Every news source on planet Earth has literally said that these.
My sources, every news source on planet Earth, all the sources, every source. So what's your source that the J6 riots were like violent? All the sources agree with me. It's divinely came from me. Allah, okay? Muhammad, the final prophet, okay, who delivered the word of Allah. Shalom alaikum. He told me personally, right, that these subpoenas actually happened, and specifically these subpoenas were outing all these FBI informants. That FBI informants who were there were told to be violent. Once again, and let's keep in mind under Trump's FBI, because Trump is still president. So are we saying that Donald Trump was so incompetent that he can control his own FBI to not fake an insurrection against him? Like, it's just incoherent at every level.
Agents, it was over 270 federal agents on Capitol grounds on the day of January 6th.
Well, Trump is pardoning these criminals who have inflicted on federal agents actions that harm federal agents.
So I think that we should be going case by case, because you believe that all of those people created crime?
Not all of them, but
So not all of them. So you're saying that not all of them created a crime, but yet they were jailed for it.
but then they were pardoned.
Can you let her record? You're not gonna let her record. Okay. There's no point. You absolutely.
He's not gonna bring up one example of somebody who was unfairly jailed. He's not gonna bring up a single example of somebody who was like innocent of a crime but was unfairly jailed. He's just gonna say
I'm a child. I'm a child.
Oh, are you?
Yeah,
How old are you?
17.
You're 17.
Google me, bro. All right, on to the next one. Yeah, you can see my Wikipedia page, bro.
Wait, let's look up his wiki, okay? Let's look up what's the Tyler Sharp wiki looking like, okay? Wait, does he have a Wikipedia page? Is he just lying? What does he do? What? He doesn't even have a... He's just lying. He doesn't even have a Wikipedia page. What are we doing? Look me up, bro. Look me up on Wikipedia. He's so irrelevant. He doesn't even come up in anything. He's... God, okay.
Okay. Right there, he's in a text group chat. This guy right here is in a text group chat with a bunch of like left-wing people in it. I just saw the group chat. It was on Discord. These Discord chats are insane, by the way. He knows his facts. He just said I'm facting, right? I'm facts. That's facts, right? Yeah. So we caught him in the group chat.
Bro, he's so awkward. He's not funny too. It's honestly kind of painful.
Guys, we caught him in the group chat. I'd love to have a conversation with you, but this girl right here, this girl is gonna tell you no. This guy's gonna tell you no. But if you wanna have a conversation, it is your First Amendment right.
Don't talk to him. Don't talk to him. Ignore them. Ignore them all.
These people are so violent for no reason.
Right, same guy who supports the president who called for execution of Democratic senators for literally using the First Amendment right to tell military members to follow the law. Just saying.
Don't talk to him. Don't talk to him. Like, do you see how mad he is, bro? He got vein. It's free advertisement. It's free advertisement. We love it. Hey, can I get a pic with y'all? Can I get a pic with y'all?
Bro's literally getting
Can I get a pic for the
protest
Gramsci, yo? Can I get a pic? Can I get a pic? Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Appreciate it.
What's your ethnicity?
I'm Italian.
Italian?
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. Nice to meet you, bro.
Does he think that's tough? Like, how much of a fucking loser is he? By the way, I'm not gonna lie. Like, wait, was it this debate right here? I know you guys can't see because it's tiny. The debate he had before the guy, he was absolutely fucking like actually towering over him. Like that did not look good. I don't even know why he included that in the video. Like he edits this shit. Like these are edits. You didn't have to include that.
Appreciate it. Taylor, what's your name?
Keegan.
Keegan, nice to meet you.
What are you doing this for?
I'm just challenging opinions and debating people
I
today.
get it. And why do you feel like this is like the best place too?
Well, it's a protest. So
I
you
get
have different
that.
opinions than I do.
I get that, but
By the way, if you're ever doing this, make sure to record the other person, right? If somebody comes up to you with a microphone and somebody else filming them, whip out your own phone and film them, okay? Because if you absolutely like destroy them in a debate, it's not getting uploaded in the video, and you should be able to call them out for it.
you're kind of aggravating people. Which we're trying to have a movement.
I have
here,
seen this TikTok.
And there's more people that are coming around saying stuff. We just got ice thrown at us, so we're a little bit aggravated.
I'm not doing anything violent. I'm standing here with a microphone, and yet y'all shot my friend when he was sitting with a microphone.
We did.
Leftist did.
First of all,
A leftist.
We
A
did.
leftist.
We
Are you a leftist?
I'm not.
You don't affiliate? Do you condemn the violence against Charlie Kirk?
I'm not. Hey, I'm not on no sides or anything.
Do you condemn it though?
I'm not saying anything. I'm not
You're
saying
not saying anything about Charlie Kirk. Should he have been killed?
I'm not saying anything.
You're not gonna say anything about that? Really? Wow.
Base, I'm not saying anything, bro. Verse would be like, I have a Fifth Amendment right. Okay, look up.
Like, my bad, bro. I don't know. Like,
What do you want me to do? It's very simple. Do you think that he should have been killed? Yes or no?
What did you want me to do for your mans, bro?
All right, bro. That's the left for you. That's the left for you.
The left, bro. I'm asking you, what are you doing? What are you doing for your mans, bro? You doing this? This ain't doing anything.
You're going to have conversations in America. What's wrong with that?
But is that gonna help Charlie Kirk?
Is this
that
the
gonna be a
best he
real
got? Somebody saying like I'm not gonna say anything about that. Is that the best he got?
Back, no, bro. I'm sorry, bro.
Yeah, you just got clipped, buddy. Yeah, buddy's not gonna be able to get a job. Drop off stuff. Ashton's literally gonna get.
Bro, buddy, he's not gonna be able to get a job because when I asked him if what happened to Charlie Kirk was good, bad or not, he said I'm not gonna answer that question.
Ashton's go.
You support ICE?
Yes, sir.
Why is that?
I support ICE because we should support anybody violating federal law.
All right. Well, they're violating federal law, but just deporting them is one thing. But what ICE is doing is completely different. They're not just deporting them. They've been taking kids. They've been taking pregnant women. They've been gassing protesters. I just don't think it's right. I mean,
Gassing rioters and left-wing agitators.
I just don't think.
We should.
Guys, the left. I'll remember the left-wing agitator Alex Preddy. Okay, going out there in the street harassing those poor ICE agents.
Make a clear distinction between the two. And the matter of the 5-year-old that you're talking about, do you know what happened with that situation?
Well, the parents were going home. They crossed through a protest. The protest was being gassed.
No, you have it all wrong. ICE was targeting the individual, the father, that was in the car with the kid. The kid, they pulled him over, basically. They trapped him. He left his car. He started running. Where was the kid now? Kid's outside of the car in the road by himself. Now, the ICE officer goes out, and that's where you have the photo of him behind the kid, and it looks like he's being detained. And that's when you have the media and the rhetoric going, there's a 5-year-old being detained by ICE, and yet none of us actually believe that shit because we actually saw the video before.
I don't know how true that is, but all I do know is that both sides, there's something wrong
I don't know how true that is either, and I don't feel like debunking it. I'm not gonna lie.
with both sides.
We're just gonna
No side's
keep- we're gonna
perfect,
move
left
on.
or right. But what I do think
I agree.
is that the way that Trump and the right are going about this just isn't wrong. It's just plain wrong. I mean, they're not even treating them like humans anymore. It's
How
more
so?
like, I mean, they send them to these prisons. They send them to places where they're deporting them to places where they're not even from, like El Salvador. They'll send people out.
Like this is it's not. He doesn't even have like terrible rhetoric here. It's just he doesn't have like any of the factual information to back up any of his points, right? Like if I'm like here's what I'm saying. Okay, this is to everybody. If you're a liberal and you're going into a protest, get whatever protests are out. Get one example of like whatever you're supporting. So if you're going out to No King's protest, get one example of Donald Trump doing something that's like a dictator would do. For instance, like with Jerome Powell and him trying to like take over more control of the government and consolidating power in the executive branch, right? Get one example of ICE doing something bad. For instance, who was it? The Melina Escobar, NS, which is in the same case, the Lyons memo. Like get like one specific example that you can like cite, and you can just like hammer them home on that one. You don't have like just like broad knowledge that it's basically Instagram knowledge, but
Actually, we can enact the Illegal Aliens Act of 1865, I believe it is, and that grants us the authority to do that.
Well, just because it's within the laws doesn't mean it's morally correct.
Deporting them to a prison,
Deporting them to somewhere where they're
do that.
What?
well, just
We can enact the Illegal Aliens Act of 1865, I believe it is, and that grants us the authority to do that.
The illegal. Wait, let me say.
We actually can we can enact the Illegal Aliens Act of 18.
The Illegal Aliens Act. The Alien Enemies Act.
65, I believe it is, and that grants us the authority to do that.
well, just because it's within the
It's the AEA, the Alien Enemies Act. And no, it didn't grant them the authority to do what they did, which is they rounded up a bunch of people without due process, which these people are owed, and right, and a lot of these people were once again legal immigrants here on some kind of legal status, right? They rounded the people out. They didn't give them a chance to challenge the fact that if they were even applicable under the AEA, and they all sent them off to El Salvador. And the Supreme Court determined in JGG, right, v. Nome, that these people are due some form of due process. And we know all these people didn't get it. Hang on.
laws doesn't mean it's morally correct.
Deporting them to a prison,
Deporting them to somewhere where they've never been before,
well, why did they come to our country somewhere that they've never been before illegally?
to have a better life.
It doesn't matter. You're violating federal law, 8 U.S.C. 1325.
Just because they're violating federal law, that you get to treat them like they're not even.
By the way, we
It's not even like once again, like not all of a lot of people who were deported under the AAA were legal immigrants, but they were since it's the Alien Enemies Act, it's just anybody it's the Alien Enemies Act. It's anybody who's who is an alien enemy, and it was people who were of Venezuelan nationality who are applicable under that. So I don't like it. I don't know, like conservatives like hammer home on they're legal. A lot of people getting rounded up, and like even things he's mentioning, they're just legal immigrants. They're not legal.
literally are building them a air-conditioned facility here in Surprise, actually. They built them an air-conditioned facility at they call it Alligator Alcatraz. It's air-conditioned, has cots there. It's actually not bad if you've ever been there. I've been there. It's kind of cool, actually. So it's nice for like a prison, they say, but
I bet. Yeah, you know, I've been chilling in the cell. You know, my homie Jose, you know, the illegal immigrant. You know, I dabbed him up. You know, we were just chilling in alligator Alcatraz. Nice air conditioning. You know, it's bro. This is the type of dude to do with like the the Tucker Carlson video when it went to Russia and he was like walking around the grocery store and was like, oh my god, look at all they have a McDonald's and they have fruit and food here. He's gonna go to like, wow guys, I'm in alligator Alcatraz right now. And like, look over there's the air conditioner and over there that's a bed, a mattress on it.
But that's just the media saying, oh, it's trash, it's whatever. It's actually not that as bad as they make it seem at all. It's a prison, sure, but they actually have cops.
Yeah, but we don't know how they're treating the prisoners inside that prison. We don't know what's going on. We just don't know. And I just think that it's wrong to take someone from their family, someone who's living an honest life just like the rest of us, just because they crossed over here illegally. I mean, I think that there should be a better solution than just treating them so incorrectly.
So what do you think about the people you're saying living honestly? They're actually living in a lie. They're living in a lie spewed by left-wingers and the media, and they're saying if you come here illegally, you're going to be fine, whatever. No one cares. No one's illegal on stolen land. That's exactly what a lot of these people around here have their signs. And so that's what a lot, I mean, you can see a bunch of those signs.
Okay, yeah, I gotta, unfortunately, I have to agree with him one time. Stop with the nobody's illegal on stolen land shit, please. It's cringe. It screams white liberal woman, okay? It screams white liberal woman, okay? To all my whitey foids out there, okay? To all my white liberal women, I love you. The no one is illegal on stolen land shit is cringe. You're not convincing anybody with that. Please stop. Okay, there's way more convincing arguments.
Around here. Well, they're living in a lie. That's a lie. You're violating federal law. You will be sent home if you come here illegally.
Why is that a lie? I mean, they did come here for a better life. Based on what based on what they had back from where they came from, they obviously came here because where they were coming from wasn't that great to begin with, right? I mean, they wouldn't just move here for shits and giggles.
So let me ask you this. If you had a country, what is a country with no borders?
I'm not saying we should have open borders. What I'm saying is that I just don't think the treatment of immigrants is right. I mean, what we're doing to them is just immoral. It's not something you should do to any human.
Literally not doing anything crazy. They're putting them in a prison and they're sending them back. Or
Dude, you have terrible. Oh my god, he has terrible rhetoric too. Hold him to the question at least. Like I'm actually like literally like I can't. Like he asked him, okay, what is a country without borders? Which is a dumb question, by the way. And then he just like waffles around it and he doesn't hold them to actually answer it. Oh my god! If you're gonna be one of these like debaters who does the like street interviews, at least be like half decent on what you do.
They're sending them back. They're sending them to facilities where they're not even from. They're taking away from their family. I'm just saying that I don't think there has to be a better way. There has to be a better way. I don't like the way that we're going about things.
Well, I think that we should just send them back to where they came from.
Yeah, but we're not doing that.
What if a black liberal woman says it? Yeah, they're also being cringe. I said white liberal woman because like it's just like when I hear somebody say nobody's illegal on stolen land, the image that comes into my head is like, let's 35-year-old white liberal woman. Okay, that's the I'm gonna say progressive actually. That's the image that like manifests in my head. But anybody who says it is cringe. To be clear,
we're killing people. ICE is killing people.
Who?
Like
ICE is killing ICE.
ICE is killing people.
Who? What people? Can you name them?
What about that guy that they magged down?
Who?
The guy that they magged.
Alex Preddy?
Yes, him.
Yeah, I believe that was totally excessive.
Yeah. See,
I'm not going to not support ICE because of one, and I believe honestly, we can talk about that situation. I think it was a total accident, to be honest with you. I think it was a total accident because you're seeing,
empty the entire clip into him.
Well, you're seeing a man, right? You're seeing a man that's coming up to ICE with a gun, right? And then you're seeing him being tackled. You're seeing him reach for a gun, and they say gun.
He was disarmed.
He didn't reach for the gun. Okay, I'm not rewatching the video, but okay, I'm not like gonna do a whole redebunk of this because I've already got to argue this. He didn't reach for the gun. The ICE officer who did the initially shot him, saw the other officer. Or sorry, I'm gonna say pew pew. Sorry, pew pew. Okay, we would not talk about dangerous things here on TikTok. Okay, we love the TikTok shop. But I fucking hate TikTok. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I stream this god awful platform. But whatever. Anyways, that's just not true.
He was reaching for his gun, and they said gun, and then multiple officers shot him. I think it was a total accident. But the fact of the matter is that the rhetoric from the left is calling us, conservatives and ICE, the Gestapo, Nazis, and fascists, which that's the rhetoric, right? What is the action to get Nazis, fascists, and the Gestapo out of power?
Well, then you'd have to kill them, yeah.
When you have an agency whose policy it is to violate the Fourth Amendment by going to people's houses without judicial warrants, right? And going and arresting people on the street without probable cause, and are doing this oftentimes masked and with no identification on their cars or on themselves. Yeah, you're kind of acting like the Gestapo. Sorry, it what it is.
Okay,
You
so
wanna
then,
go with that
so
solution?
then,
Alright.
so
Let's
no,
say
I don't
we
want to go
kill
with that.
fascists.
No.
Let's say
I'm saying we should not be promoting that rhetoric because it's getting me death threats. It's getting ICE chased around the city into their hotel rooms. It's getting them shot at. It's getting them thrown
Guys, don't call it the institution for what it is. That means that we would actually have public backlash.
projectiles at, and that's the rhetoric that's promoting this violence.
I just want to come in here respectfully. Can I ask if you're Christian?
I am.
I'm also Christian. Okay, sorry, I'm trying to think of how to state this. In the Bible, it teaches to love thy neighbor.
It does.
And I believe that it's okay to be Republican. I don't agree with Trump's. I just can ask why you.
I do, because I can actually disprove your point there with Romans 13:3-7. It states that you should actually be abiding by the nation's laws. You should not break them no matter what nation it is. It very states that clearly in multiple parts of the New Testament and the Old Testament.
I agree. This is why ICE shouldn't violate the 4th, 5th, or 6th Amendment. Isn't that based?
What about the part where it says to take in the slave, take in the poor, like Jesus was an immigrant?
Yeah, but once again, Romans 13:3-7 actually disproves your point again. And by the way, we don't live in a socialist society. So what you're proposing here is socialist. And Jesus does not teach us to be socialist. He teaches us to be giving and wanting to give. He doesn't teach us to be a socialist country at all. Socialism is what it's forcing upon all of those, what you just said, forcing us to take in these people and fund them and give them housing and all that stuff. Because they're not going to come here with money, right?
Yes, correct.
Okay, so what you're proposing is a socialist ideology.
I don't think I am. I think the Bible teaches us to love everybody like Jesus does.
I love them.
Yeah, but I just don't agree with how people are being treated.
I love them, but Alex Preddy getting shot, like, based. And Renee Good, violent left-wing agitator. And these like, come on. But I love them. I love them, okay? Okay, Jose and his family of 5 illegal kids and his illegal wife need to be deported back to Honduras, okay? After they were fleeing gang violence, okay? But I love them. Deep my heart, okay? I'm really thoughts and prayers, okay? Hope that helps Jose and his 5 kids get deported
would
back
want
to
that for
Honduras.
people because he was once a slave too. People hated him. He was crucified on the cross, and I think that the immigrants are being treated very similarly. I think it's unfair that they're being treated. Can I just ask? I don't agree with Charlie Kirk's assassination at all. I didn't believe in a lot of his ideologies, but
Really?
No, I didn't. But
Okay.
I feel for his family. But some Republicans that I know who support Charlie Kirk and were upset at his assassination were kind of bashing on Nicole Good's killing. I know there's a lot of like controversy, and there's many controversies with the killings that ICE has done, but I don't know. I want to ask what your thoughts are on her death.
So I think it was 100% justified.
Okay, like, sorry.
And let me ask you something. If a leftist came across here and said that to me, I would say I love you too.
Yeah,
You see
correct.
that? Everybody out here just said F you too.
No,
I just want you to see that.
no, I do see that. I think
Wait, didn't you say call somebody the R slur in this video? I might be going train. I swear you called somebody the R slur a little bit ago.
we're having a peaceful protest. I think it's unfair that, yes, I believe we do have the right of speech, but I don't think it's fair that they're bashing us for our beliefs. Like, I'm coming in here respectfully. I'm not.
Well, let me just tell you something. I've never seen a left-winger come to a Trump rally or anything like this, peaceful like I am, and trying to talk to me and debate me. I've never seen that before. And let me ask you something. Am I the first person you've seen out here challenging your ideology?
Yes.
Okay. And am I coming at it in a peaceful way?
Yes, of course.
Okay. And so I think that says a lot of things. And you know Dean Withers? I know Dean Withers too. Dean Withers came to America Fest, and I'm going to prove to you right now that the left is more violent than the right. Dean Withers came to America with Parker Get a Job, and they both came, and they came with no security at all, whatsoever. I can't go to a protest without notifying Gilbert PD. I can actually show you the receipts on my phone of them being notified that I'm here right now. We are both she's carrying, I'm not. I am carrying a taser though, which is totally illegal. But yeah, we can't go anywhere without notifying PD. Security, we got surrounded. You saw me get swarmed when I was over here. You don't think I was a little bit nervous about what people were going to do to me?
No, yeah, I think we are also nervous. I think we are really brave for coming out here. I think there's a lot of.
Okay, and? Well, you notified the police and you were carrying firearms? Because why? Like, did he cite, like, was there some incident in the past that, like, I might be wrong, was there some incident in the past that he had? I don't know, actually, like, he's the only one who's, like, subject to violence, right? Like, there's that one guy in the scooter who went past the Charlie Kirk Memorial and was, like, yelling at them, and they threw him off and, like, started beating the shit out of him, so... I don't know, we're acting like that.
Fears, especially for the Hispanics here and the people of color, because I know some police showed up, and I don't know, everybody kind of took a step back. I don't think that fear is fair to people. I think people should just be people. ICE before this year, I feel like it was really good for our country, but I feel like what it has turned into is really harmful. I don't believe it's fair. Like with the harm that they're causing, because before, like ICE was like, I don't know, I didn't have a problem with ICE before this year.
Well, let me tell you something. More people died under Barack Obama's administration than under Donald Trump's, and there was no outrage. Why?
More people died in ICE custody over 4 years and 1 year. Guys, did you know that more people died from 2020 to 2024 than everybody who died in 2025? Wow, I could have never thought of that.
You think there's outrage now?
I think it's because as
More
years
people
go on,
dying
I
over a
feel like
longer period of
we're kind of
time.
reversing back into ages where there was racial segregation, and I feel like people are fearing that that's going to come back.
Who ended slavery? The Republicans or the Democrats?
No, I don't have anything against Republicans. I just don't like Donald Trump. You know what I mean?
Why not?
I don't like Donald Trump because of, well, he has multiple felonies.
Okay, let's go.
Can you name one of those charges?
Well,
Falsifying business
No, he was not. I just advised the other person here. The 3.5 million files just came out. None of them deem that President Trump has ever been on the island. That is proven. He's never been on the island. Bill Clinton, that's a different story on the other hand. He was president. No outrage once again.
Strategic pivot. Strategic pivot.
So I don't believe that it's about the victims or Bill Clinton or anything.
I don't know. He might. If he was anyone knowledgeable in any of that, like she just brought up there the 34 felony charges for falsified business records, then he would have held her to the question he just asked. But I think she brought something up and he immediately took the red herring. I don't think he's smart enough to like be that rhetorical. I think he's actually no, yeah, he was just being regarded there. He wasn't smart enough to hold or his line of talking when it came to the 34 felony charges, and so she brought something up and he immediately took the red herring. He's like actually a shit debater. Like, come on.
About anybody. I think the only thing the leftist people care about is Donald Trump. Like you just said, you brought up Donald Trump immediately. Why didn't you bring up the former president, Bill Clinton, that was also in the Epstein files? Why didn't you bring up Zoran Mondani? His mom was heavily in the Epstein files, but yet he's the mayor of New York. We just hit 100K.
I don't know. Why did you, in a conversation about Donald Trump, why didn't you bring up Zoran Mondani? Guys, in the conversation about Donald Trump, why aren't you bringing up Barack Obama?
100K on Instagram. Let's go.
Are you gagging on Trump?
Let's go, baby. Yeah, bro. Lit, right? Look at that. Look at those insights, bro. We're
Dang,
a million views on that video, too.
Are you gagging on Trump? Dude, did you meet Charlie Kirk?
I love that. Can I get a photo with that? Oh.
Why would you include that? Are you gagging on Trump's dick? And then she just turns around and walks away.
I saw a smile. Oh, she's flipping me off now.
That?
Oh, go to the gym. What do you mean?
I feel like insults makes everyone.
I'm just giving daily advice. I need to be more masculine again, right? We need to go to the gym. We need to be looking. We need to be look smacking. We need to be ascending, right?
Yeah, but was that a man though?
No, but we should be honest to everybody, not just particular people, right?
Oh yeah, I respect that.
Okay.
Yeah.
You want a look smacking critique from me? I can give you one. I got that clav method. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
No clav?
No.
Oh, you don't.
Oh, Andy's gay. True. Nice adding yourself a little, bro. Like, I don't even know. Like, I feel like he's trying to be like the Harry. He feels like the Harry Sisson of the right. I'm not gonna lie. Like it's like Harry Sisson. Harry Sisson's an okay debater. He's better than this guy. Let me put that straight. But he's not that good of a debater. He's literally a Democratic plant. This guy feels like such a Republican plant. Unironically. It feels so fucking fake.
You don't know clav?
No, I don't.
Oh, okay. Dang. Are you okay, bro? What happened?
Harry Sisson vibes, but right wing.
I'm sorry. Ice out? Why should Ice go out?
Me personally, I do not like them. I think they're like Nazis. They discriminate a lot of people.
So can I actually just stop you right there? Do you think that I'm a Nazi?
If you're a Nazi?
Do you think that I'm a Nazi?
No, I haven't met you.
But I love Ice.
Well, still.
Bro, you just brought up fucking clavicular, and he like agrees with all Nick Fuentes' views on like the Jews. What are you doing? Like, what are we doing here? Like, you're not even trying. Oh my gosh, I wish people weren't politically. I don't even blame this guy because that's such. Nobody's ever gonna like make that connection. But this guy's like trying to like. He's trying to like be like, oh yeah, I'm a clavicular. Like I look smack. Like he's obviously like looking up to this person, and clavicular literally like believes in all the like bullshit JQ conspiracy theories that Nazis do. So. Whatever.
You can become a Nazi. Have you deported people? Have you killed anyone? Have you discriminated anyone?
No, but I don't take questions from women.
Have you discriminated anyone?
No, but I don't take questions from women. How has ICE become Nazis?
Because they discriminate anyone, and they deport ICE. Who? ICE.
How do they discriminate?
They deport anyone without any reasoning, and they don't even know that.
For people that don't have an American last name.
What?
I don't. He could make it. I'm just gonna make this deal, man. At this point, there's a class action lawsuit filed. I haven't looked into. I forgot to fucking save it. I forgot exactly what it's called. I might look it up here. But the plaintiffs were basically alleging that in Minnesota, ICE was arresting people based on like a Latino or a Somali. If they were like Latino or Somalian. I just it like literally just follow. It's just a complaint I read. There wasn't even a preliminary injunction. And the courts haven't adjudicated that, but I feel like if there's definitely like cases where this is at least being alleged.
Can you name one U.S. citizen that was deported?
She said like they deport people who don't have like who deport anyone who doesn't have any like.
Okay, so there's like no evidence to claim that at all.
I say she did.
I know you probably wouldn't have said that. I see a smile. See, we're getting protesters to smile out here.
With all respect to all opinions, I don't think we should hate each other for it. But me personally, I don't like ICE. It's just an opinion.
Thank you so much. We're gonna agree to disagree. Appreciate it.
If you don't think you could have raised that child, do you think we should also better the foster care system? That way we can have.
Look, guys, if you go to a protest and you didn't do research on like anything or don't know much about the topic you're reporting, but you're just like turn on the left and it's like a left-wing protest and you vibe it out and you believe it, and you see somebody with a mic and they approach you, or you troll them. You either troll them or you leave. And if you're gonna troll them, don't troll them in a way that they can clip it and make you look bad. Okay. Might as well just not engage at all.
These babies to full term, even if you as a woman think that you cannot be a good mother to that child, there's another mother that cannot get pregnant and is infertile and could actually have your child raise them until they're 18, and then you could have it when you were old enough to finally raise your own kid. In a perfect world, yes, and that's how it's often portrayed in the media. That's not really how it happens. I've been adopted. I know. I've been in the foster care system. So you know firsthand. Of course, it's absolutely better than the foster care system. Some foster care systems, they're lucky. They get the right support. They get what they need. Things are better. Like people, like I could go to a really good one. Let's say it was over here and things are good. Others are unfortunately where the girls are like messed up. Like they're sexually assaulted. Little boys are sexually assaulted. You can't really.
Right, again, that's not an excuse to kill a human life, in my opinion.
Yes, I don't think we should be killing innocent lives, period. I think that because that's your belief, right, and because of the bad thing that's happened to many women around the U.S. I don't know the statistic, but many women around the U.S. have been raped, sexually assaulted, stuff like that. Where I
don't engage, guys. We're at a ICE debate, okay? Sorry, an ICE debate. We're at an ICE protest, okay? We are at an anti-ICE protest. Don't get debate raped into a fucking abortion debate, okay? Please. And I know this is the most low tier like AB arguments too, but please don't get debate raped into an AB argument at a fucking ICE anti-ICE protest. We can do better.
See my child's face have the face of my attacker. Then don't. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Have the baby and send it on its way to the adoption center. I apologize. It's hard to say because you never know. Not abortion. Adoption is extremely expensive, especially if you're getting from out of state. I may not be able to put my child in a good state. Let's say I live in a poor city. I don't think my child could really have that much to think. It's different for like white babies, let's say, and then babies who are minorities. Some might have the luckier shot at life, but what if I want to make sure my first child I can fully support, and it is totally fine. Right, but as the baby, all life is life, and that you believe that every bit it should be your choice that a baby should be born. My grandparents, right? My parents are immigrants. My parents are first-generation U.S. citizens. We grew up poor, and we built a life for ourselves. I grew up extremely poor. We lived paycheck to paycheck. We were on food stamps. I still am so grateful that my parents kept each and every single one of my siblings, even though they were too young to have kids. They accidentally got pregnant with my older sister and kept her. I love my sister more than life itself. I think we should keep every single baby, no matter what happened. Thank God my parents are still together. But even if you didn't know the father of your baby, you keep that baby. That's a human life.
All right, guys. So Alex Reed just absolutely demolished.
That wasn't even like a good debate. I don't know why. Like she did okay. Like she was able to like her rhetoric was like I don't know, like 0.02% better than the liberal.
She's a liberal in the debate. We get on Instagram right now. Alex Reed's on my story, so go give her a follow. And I want to go get an energy drink. All right, guys, what is up? We are just leaving this protest. I went to the gas station on the corner of the Kona, so I got a Gator Light, and there's only about 3 people left over there right now. They're all leaving, so the protesters got debated and got cooked by Alex Reed and Taylor Sharp.
Bro, guys, I uploaded the most mediocre owns of protesters ever in a 30-minute video, and honestly, sometimes we got cooked or even trolled by them, but I left it in anyways. But yeah, we just got some owns here. We just owned the liberals. Like, okay, this is my announcement. Okay, Tyler Sharp. Okay, I need to make a nickname for you. Okay, wait. Let me make a Trump nickname. Okay. Two-Face Tyler, if you're listening to me, okay. Debate me. Don't debate random dumb fucks at protests who don't know anything. And I appreciate them, okay. But don't. These are people who don't do research. Debate me, okay. You say the left doesn't want to debate you? I'm right here, okay. I'm calling into the void. Please, I'm begging. Okay, there's somebody requesting up apparently. Hello, what is it? Hello. Samantha, are you there? Nope, she is loading in. Okay, I'm going to go and join my Discord. because we are taking debaters now, and I'm gonna be taking debaters for the next hour to 30 minutes here. Like 30 minutes to an hour, I'll say. Here's what I'm gonna do for all of you guys. If you're in YouTube chat right now, let's see what are my analytics looking like. We're pretty bad, but we're gonna deal with that. I'm gonna put this join Discord in bio to debate, and I spelled it with a D for some reason. And I spelled it with a D. Debate. We're gonna to debate, and I'm gonna pin that. Okay, so if you are on YouTube, okay, and you feel like debating me, okay, you have the option to now. It is very much possible. All you need to do is very simply request up on TikTok or join the Discord and enter the VC, and I'll drag you in and we can debate. Coping with unkept promises, one day at a time. Okay. Tell Marcel innocent. I like him. I don't like the mega slop, but it's very old man to me, right? Like he gives me good mega memes. He supports me. Yeah, I got lots of followers from him, so. That's his girlfriend? Yes, it is. God, just remembering an anti-ice song I saw that was really good. Based, cool. Let's go. Anti-ice songs are cool. We do in fact like those. Are we getting any new people in the server? We have had 2 new people join the server. I've seen as of recently. I don't know. I don't know if they want to debate though, because they have not requested or they have not joined the Collins section for the Discord. But once again, guys, if you want to join on YouTube, join the Discord. Right there. So, TikTok. I'm ending the TikTok live. YouTube are staying here. I'm going to do a quick reset. Okay, we should be good now. Get my hair right. Make sure my hair looks decent. It keeps saying not to follow. Oh, yet your stuff keeps coming up. I keep saying not to follow yet. Your stuff keeps coming up. Oh, wait. Holy shit. I think you might have had an outage there for a second. Somebody's requesting up.
Yo, what's up, Scratch?
Mint, what's up?
Why do you look and sound like cringy liberal?
He's my twin brother.
Is he actually?
Yes.
Like on God?
On God.
I never knew that.
Grap?
Yeah. But y'all low-key cook.
I don't know. Grap, I'm gonna say. Thank you for the jewels. I appreciate it, man. Liberal.
Who would win in the debate? You or cringy liberal?
Obviously me, okay? I am the master debater.
You sure?
Mm-hmm.
I think he would win, honestly. He has more followers.
Let's go. Wait,
you
think Cringy would win?
Yeah, he has more followers.
You think more followers indicate a debater's level of skill? Cringy just goes live. Cringy just goes live way more than me, okay?
Yeah, but it shows how many people think, looks up to him.
Yeah, more people look up to him because he has more exposure because he goes live more often.
Yeah, but
yeah, see, even guess who's the ultimate consumer content thinks I'm the better bro, okay? I am the best.
Guess is wrong.
Guess is right.
No, he's wrong.
Okay, I just gave some expert analysis. Okay. Expert
analysis on who?
On some Tyler Sharp debate slop,
Taylor
okay?
Sharp. He's ass.
Taylor is his name?
Yeah.
Wait.
Taylor.
Oh my god, why did I keep thinking Tyler? Fuck.
Alright.
And we're gonna.
Maybe I think of Tyler.
You know what?
Tanner.
I'm gonna pretend that never happened.
He's gonna like talk to James Fishback tomorrow.
What?
He is like
You're lying.
At this convention of the like NSHC, like convention for young conservatives. He's gonna talk to James Fishback tomorrow. I was on his live.
Fuck. He's gonna be talking to the James Fishback. James Fishback. Oh my god. I think I ironically might need to react to that. That's hilarious.
Yeah. It's gonna be on Rumble. It's gonna be like on his friend, like Rumble stream. His friend is gonna be streaming the whole like interview and stuff, or like the whole speech. He's giving a speech as well to a bunch of like high schoolers.
Oh, that's cringe.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't. Why can he? He's literally like he's not even going to college protests. He's going to like high school protests. It's so cringe.
Well, but I don't
Maybe I'm
think,
wrong
like,
because the only one I reacted to was it was like a high school walkout. It seemed because everybody there was like 17, 16.
honestly, I don't think he can handle a college protest or like a college interview though. I think like anyone like that goes to a good university with like a good IQ will like defeat him in a late debate.
America first. Wait, this dude's still like 17 years old. That means.
Yeah, he's 17, and his girlfriend
me?
is Taylor Short.
Wow.
Wait, how old is his girlfriend then? Like 18?
Yeah, 18.
Okay, that makes sense. Because she said she was carrying. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. He's in like his last year of high school, but I think he dropped out. I'm not sure. He doesn't go to. I don't think he goes to school at all anymore. Or maybe
Yeah,
he.
So how is
why do
Trump
these
making America
people? Why do
worse?
these people get like? Why do these people get fucking traction? Like, why are they even allowed?
Why is Donald Trump making America worse?
He's making America worse because he's he's weaponizing the DOJ against political opponents, which is bad.
How's he doing that when we've been in a constant war with Iraq and like Afghanistan, Israel, and Iran for the past like 40, 50 years now?
What?
How is he going against the DOJ, the Department of Justice?
How is he weaponizing? How is Donald Trump weaponizing the DOJ if we've been in a war?
Yeah, how is he weaponizing it if we've been in war since the 1950s?
What does war have to do with him weaponizing the DOJ?
So define what you mean by weaponizing, sir.
He's using the DOJ to go after political opponents that he doesn't like for certain like speech or actions that they've done. So like Mark.
Give me
Kelly,
one example.
Mark Kelly.
And what did he say?
He said that. Mark Kelly said that military members, like service members, have an obligation to not follow unlawful orders.
Isn't that the law? If you don't follow an unlawful order, you're fucking breaking the what?
No. So, like, for instance, if your superior officer told you to shoot into a bunch of peaceful protesters, you have an obligation to not follow the order.
Yeah, because that's called.
Yeah, go ahead.
Dude, your claim is the stupidest claim in the world, bro. Like, I'm not even trying to sound mean against you.
It's a stupid claim to say that service members shouldn't have an obligation to not follow illegal orders?
Yes, they should not follow illegal orders.
Yeah, that's all Mark Kelly said.
Dude, you are twisting your fucking words.
I'm twisting my words? That's the same thing I said before. I'm sorry.
So, Donald Trump is weaponizing the DOJ by telling them, Mark Kelly, you said, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who works for the DOJ, correct?
No, Mark Kelly's a senator. A
Senator
Democratic
for what?
A Democratic senator.
For what state?
For which dish? I don't know.
No, don't look it up. You made the claim. You can't look it up. You made the claim. You didn't know what you're talking about.
What did I say? I knew what district Mark Kelly was in. Arizona.
Arizona.
Yeah.
So Mark Kelly said. Repeat what he said.
That service members shouldn't follow illegal orders.
Well, no shit.
Yeah, and Donald Trump's DOJ tried to indict him for doing that.
How does Donald Trump have anything to do with this? You did not.
He literally went on True
Trump...
Social and had a whole rant about it and said that they needed to be locked up and put on trial. And then his DOJ tried to indict them and couldn't even get their indictment past a grand jury.
And what is your source on this?
Donald Trump's True Social. He said it himself.
So you are aware that Donald Trump's True Social is not ran by him, right? It's actually ran by his administration.
Okay, true. So it was so staffers went on his account and just casually started ranting about how Democrats need to be executed and locked up in prison. I agree.
Okay, so I'll look that up for you, and if
just look up the specific tweets that he made or posts that he made about the Democratic senators weren't made by him. Just prove that.
Okay. Did Donald Trump wish in an unaliving against Democratic senators on his True Social post?
Are you searching this with voice search?
I'm searching it in something. Hold on. I'm going to the sources.
The AI overview is not looking good for you there, look up. I'm not gonna lie.
Just hold on, sir.
I know that was not a good AI overview for you, okay? I can tell you that.
So US Department of Labor.gov. This is the first source that came up for that. Washington Acting Secretary of Labor Julie Su issued the following statement on December 2024, August 2024, April 2024, March 2024, January 10th of 2025. Then you have YouTube. Then you have a DemocratDocket.com. Then you have The Guardian. Then you have YouTube. Then you have The Guardian.
Okay.
Oh, so you mean this one on the Democrat docket? It's on. Senate kicks off marathon debate over Safe American Act, Trump extreme voter suppression vote.
You see, actually, good thing I take notes. I'm talking about the ones on my screen currently.
Okay, so Donald Trump. Hold on. Donald Trump. True Social killing Democrats. Ba-da-ba.
Go read that AI overview, bro. You can look at the screen. I put the tweets up.
I'm not reading the AI overview.
This is an AI. This is an AI overview of screenshots of the True Social post on your screen right now.
Okay, so then how about this? Then here we go.
They're right here.
So just listen to this.
They're right here, Logo.
Just listen.
Indicate that President Trump has
significantly
his rhetoric against Democratic lawmakers on Truth Social.
What the fuck is
What are we doing? Are you? Is this what?
Terminology of unliving.
What are we doing?
Is this what are you? Is this like the? Is this the automatic thing that Google reads out after you look something up? Is this what we're using as a source?
No, Austin. Dude, you're literally telling me what you're saying, and I'm trying to show you what you're saying, and then you're telling me I'm wrong by showing you exactly what you're saying, but in a more detailed version of it.
This is the detailed. The detailed version of what I'm saying is on screen. I'm showing you all the True Social posts. Would you like?
But that's not the
them?
detailed version, dude. I have a whole entire.
These are all the tweets. These are all the. These are all the posts
I don't care
you
about
made.
the tweets, dude. 18-year-old boy, listen to
what's
me.
What's the source? Wait. All those articles. All those articles. Sir,
oh, for fuck's sake,
sweetie, okay, sweetheart, okay. All those articles that you're reading.
Don't call me that. I'm not
all
your
those
bitch.
articles.
I'm not your
Wait,
man. Don't
calm
ever
down.
fucking
Wait,
call
don't
me
be a
that, bro.
snowflake. Don't crash out on me.
Because
Okay?
I will call you the most derogative name in the world.
Don't be a snowflake. Don't crash out on me. Right?
I thought you didn't mute.
Everything.
I thought you didn't mute.
Everything that I'm showing you on screen is what those articles are based off of. These are the primary sources right here. Okay, so if you want to know the most in detail version, you can read it right here. It's on screen.
Fucking God, you fucking Jew-ass Mongol.
What?
I was literally showing you.
Mean? What does that even mean? Jew-ass Mongol?
Yeah. Don't worry about it.
How does that even make any sense? Literally to insult. Oh my God, no shot. I have somebody.
Cuck boy.
I have somebody using Google AI and literally playing the automatic playback when you look something up, and it reads it out to you as a source.
Yeah, because it's called Gemini. It does a full AI overview.
You see Gemini AI.
Bro, you're fucking retarded. Go kill yourself, you fucking little nigger.
Oh my God.
Bro, what? That's a
classic. I was waiting for. I knew it was coming.
Average conservative.
Average conservative. I think.
Bro, what the heck was that, man?
That's crazy.
Bro, what? That's.
He just called him that. It's crazy, bro. That's messed up.
By the way,
Steven,
guys,
what's your question?
Just to be clear, YouTube chat. This is what Mega is. I beat him in a debate. He was literally using AI as a source, right? I brought up the sources on screen. I know you guys can't see it, but I can see it. And he calls me the N-word because I'm black.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Mega's not racist. Conservatives aren't racist. Okay, it's pattern recognition, bro.
And then he calls you the N-word.
Yeah. So.
Scratch. I'm black. I'm from St. Louis. I'm a Republican. I'm gonna ask you a quick question. So when you were talking about Mark Kelly,
whoa.
Do you think...
Calm down. Wait.
Okay, I got you.
Wait, you said okay. So you said you're black and you're what?
I'm Republican. Is that bad? Okay, I got you.
Okay.
Okay, I got you. So, like, when Mark Kelly said what he said, do you think that was subjective or do you think that was objective?
Huh? What he said about the law?
Do you understand the law? What do you mean about the law?
When Mark Kelly said that service members shouldn't follow legal orders?
Yeah, like, do you think that was
legally
that subject?
I guess it's like it's an objective fact. Yeah.
Okay, so like in your opinion, right? Like, what was he talking about?
He was talking about how service members have an obligation to not follow legal orders.
Okay, so like, was there an illegal order that was happening, or I'm confused?
Huh?
What?
There were legal concerns over things like National Guard deployments and the boat strikes, which were prominent at the time.
But where was that though?
Huh?
Where? Okay, I apologize. Like, is my mic like
your mic's like, fine. What do you mean? Where was that? What does that mean?
Yeah. Like whenever like Mark Kelly said what he said, right? He said like
bomb, Irene.
Pick the troll. Okay, thank you.
No, I got you, brother. Like, I'm trying to figure out what your headspace is at. Like, whenever he said, like Mark Kelly said, like, service members should like do what do you say? I apologize.
Service members shouldn't follow illegal orders.
Yeah, which I 100% I agree with, right? But at the same time, where's he getting that information? You know what I mean?
He was a Navy commander and an astronaut who won multiple awards and an officer. So from probably experience in the military.
Yeah, I get that, but like, was there unlawful orders that was happening whenever he said that?
Huh? Technically, yeah. It was ruled after the fact of the Illinois nationalization was a violation of Posse Comitatus.
I got you. Okay. So I'm just trying to figure out, like, in my head, like you can see how like it comes across. You know what I mean? Like,
what do you mean?
The way he said it, what it comes across, he's people like they can come out like into stands, right? They can like go against police, go against like the government. You know what I mean? Like that's the way
he's saying go against the government if they tell you to do something illegal. That is true.
Yeah, 100%.
What's wrong with saying that?
Well, like there wasn't anything illegal that was happening. No.
There was, like, the Supreme Court later ruled that the nationalization of the
Where was that? Where was
the Federalization National Guard in Illinois, and they were going
Illinois.
to yeah.
Does that mean like the United States though?
Yeah, in the United States.
Okay, so Illinois represents the whole country.
No.
No. Okay, I got you. Okay.
I
I'm
never
just
said it did.
confused.
You're saying that they ruled it was a violation of Posse Comitatus Act. So.
Well, he didn't say that though. You said that.
Huh?
I said he didn't say that. You said that.
He actually did talk about the National Guard.
What you just said? Like, what did you say?
Hmm?
You said he kind of did.
No, he did later on. He clarified on Legal Eagle made a video,
so,
and
like,
he was featured on it. Yeah, but the video wasn't trying to harp on like past events. It was a message for the future. It was telling service members in the future don't follow illegal orders.
So I'm just confused. Like do you understand? Like due respect, I'm a Republican. You're a Democrat, right? If someone says like what he just said, like Trump's done this 800 times. Like I'm not the best, like I'm not a pro Trumper, bro. Like, but like, if someone says to you or says to the audience, they're like, well, just like just like damn, my brain's going 800 miles per hour. I apologize. But like, if someone comes like to you and says like disobey whatever because it might be illegal. So what do you think about that, though? What do you think that message is going to be pertain to people?
Don't follow illegal orders?
No, I get that. I'm just saying, like, the message to people out there.
The message to people is to not follow illegal orders.
I got you, brother. I got you.
I feel like you're trying to like get me to agree to the mega conspiracy that this was like their attempt to try and like
bro.
make.
Like I don't.
I feel like you're trying to like pull me in the direction of like this was like a.
It's just confusing to me. Like whenever like people
is that confusing that there's valid legal concerns over the legality of some of the actions that the military is doing, and so that people who have formerly been in the military decided, huh?
What are they doing?
I said the National Guard deployments and federalizations, and I referenced Illinois, and then the boat strike, specifically the double tap one, that happened
in Illinois, right? In Illinois.
The first one was in Illinois. The other one was in the Caribbean.
Okay.
It was with the boat strikes.
With all due respect, like Illinois, like where do they run by?
Democrats.
Yeah. So, like, in your honest opinion, like with all due respect, do you think Democrats are going to side with the Republicans?
The Supreme Court, which is Republican, sided with the Democrats in this case.
They did.
It's Illinois v. Trump. Yeah, the Supreme Court sided with the Democrats on it. It was a violation of Posse Comitatus. Yes.
I don't know about that, but I got
That's what happened. You should. It's like on page 2, the last paragraph of the opinion.
What opinion?
Trump v. Illinois Supreme Court. You can just look it up. Look up the PDF.
I got you. So, but you don't seem to understand what I'm saying. Like, whenever Mark Kelly says, like, you don't listen to people doing illegal orders, right? Right. And then, like, in Republicans' heads, like, I'm not, like, people, like, have seen how Democrats twist words, you know what I mean? So it's just kind of like...
I don't know how this is twisting words, right? Like, I think it was like 42 JAG officers came out and said, like, with specifically relating to the boat strikes, that they thought the information that was coming out about the double tap boat strike was true, that it was entirely and wholly illegal, right? So there seems to be like lawyers who are like former military lawyers and people in the military are having like legal concerns about like the legality of some of these orders. There's actual court cases, right? At least at the time, the district court had at least initially ruled against the deployment of the National Guard to California. So there seems to be these valid legal concerns over like certain actions of the military, and so people who are former military members decide to come out and just remind service members that they have an obligation to not follow legal orders. I don't see what's wrong with that.
But like, what define legal orders though? What are they doing?
Illegal orders?
Yeah, what are they doing? That's illegal.
The illegal thing with Posse Comitatus is that the National Guard isn't allowed to like act as sorry, the National Guard isn't allowed to act as like law enforcement, which in
What
they
they
need
haven't been
pretext,
doing though.
huh?
They haven't been
So
doing.
the idea is that they're federalizing the National Guard to act as law enforcement to protect DHS officers and
What'd you say? What'd you say right there?
specifically says that regular service members need to be doing that if not capable. And Supreme Court was like,
What'd
obviously
you
there's
say?
service
What'd you
members
say?
capable of doing this. What?
What'd you say right there? You said the idea. They're not doing that. National Guard is there
The
for
National
a
Guard got
purpose, right?
federalized in Illinois, and that was the violation of Posse
No, what
Comitatus.
did they do? What is the National Guard? What do they do? Scratch. Like, what do they do if they get deployed? What do they do?
It depends on what they're getting deployed for.
So you said they're doing illegal stuff. What did they do that's illegal?
The illegal stuff was when Donald Trump federalized them and then was getting ready to deploy them to Illinois.
But how's that illegal?
Because if regular service members who aren't part of the National Guard can be used as like can be used to like enforce federal law, then they need to do it before they federalize the National Guard. And the Supreme Court ruled that they didn't have that the regular service members who were able to do this weren't National Guard, and then they didn't give like good justifications or legal justifications for why they would need to federalize it. So it was a violation of the Posse Comitatus Act.
Okay, so like Trump, like he's commander in chief, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if he says like a National Guard or like the governor, which state says to deploy, right? Like what's their job? I'm confused. What's their job?
Whose job?
National Guard. If they get deployed, what's their job?
It depends on what they're getting deployed for.
Okay, so how, like, if they get deployed on a certain scenario, right? How is that Trump's fault?
He was the one who signed the executive order to federalize them.
Federalizing?
Yeah, the National Guard is at the governor's.
Is
controlled by the governor unless federalized by the
Do you understand how National Guards work at all? Do you?
I understand this part of how National Guards work, and that the governor's in charge of them.
The president has nothing to do. Yeah, right. What'd you say?
The governor's in charge of the National Guard unless the president federalizes them, and there's only very specific circumstances in which the president is allowed to do that, and he didn't have the ability
so
to
like
do that.
Trump, like he quote unquote federalized them, right?
Yes.
Like how did he pass that?
Through an executive order.
Did they pass that though?
The executive order was signed and implemented, yeah, and then they were getting ready to deploy.
So in my head, I'm not attacking you, brother. I'm just trying to figure out like facts. So in my head, right, Trump, like he's commander in chief, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so he quote unquote signed an executive order, right? Do you understand that like presidents sign like thousands of executive orders, right?
Okay, and what does this have to do? Like what does this have to do relate to the point that like there are valid legal concerns?
You're saying that like he like disobeyed whatever. And he did
I didn't
whatever.
say he disobeyed. It just wasn't illegally. Yeah.
Yeah. So like
it wasn't
he
didn't disobey anything.
No. My point is saying that many presidents before Trump have done executive orders, and they have not been passed through, right?
Okay.
So my whole entire point is saying that, like, in your opinion, you think that Trump did this, quote unquote, I don't remember what you said, illegally, or like the Supreme Court, like
he did it illegally. But if you're asking me, are you asking me if whether it was like malicious
how can he
or bad faith?
How can he do it? How can he do it illegally if it's not passed, though? You know what I mean?
Because you have to because if you don't have the correct legal justifications of federalizing the National Guard, then it's a violation of Posse Comitatus.
So what? So how is he gonna pass this illegally, though? You know what I mean? Like
the action was nationalizing the federal. The action that was illegal was nationalizing or federalizing the National Guard without it especially says in the Posse Comitatus Act they're not allowed to do that unless you have very very specific circumstances, and the Supreme Court determined him not to have met those.
No, I get that, but like whenever like Trump or whoever president like puts an executive order or executive whatever, and it's quote unquote illegal, how is that being passed through?
What do you mean how?
I don't know. I'm asking you.
What, he signs it, and then the people, and then that executive order is given to the National Guard, and and then it's under control of him. Like, what? Are you asking for like the specific legal procedure of like how federalization goes?
No. Like I'm just kind of like worried that you don't understand how executive orders work. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
it's a
I just told
executive orders are just like targeted memorandums to different parts of the executive branch or like
no. I got you. But
that
like
employ
I got you.
executive power.
But like if you're saying that Trump did it illegally, right? And then there's so many step stools that he has to go through, right? And if people don't like it, which unfortunately has been his 8 years, what, probably 5.5 right now. Like there's so many executive orders that he has quote unquote written down that has not been resolved or has not been passed through. So I'm confused that he's saying that it's no. He's signed like over 200 executive orders, right? And the majority of them have not been passed through. You can look it up. DOJ.
Passed through? You mean like the? What do you mean by passed through? You mean like implemented? Is that what you're saying?
So like I'm kind of worried that you think that every single executive order that Trump has like quote unquote written down is being passed through. I'm kind of worried about
passed. What do you mean by passed through? You mean implemented by the department or the the National Guard?
So like an executive order comes through Trump, he writes it down. You think that is going to be thorough, right? You think that's going to be in place? You think that?
But it depends. What do you mean by thorough? Are you saying like if Donald Trump were to sign an executive order saying to like deport our black people, like how many black black people ended up actually getting deported? Is that what you're saying?
I'm not saying that what you just said. I'm just
it's hypothetical.
I'm just saying
it's ridiculous.
Yeah, no, I got you.
But you're trying to say like he just signed it, but doesn't mean it was actually effectuated.
Yeah.
Yeah, the part that was effectuated, according to the Supreme Court, the part that was effectuated was the federalization, which was illegal in itself. And then they were about to be deployed, but they weren't. So, and the executive order was telling to.
What'd you say? What'd you say right there?
The National Guard was federalized, but it wasn't deployed.
Oh, no. Before that, you said they were about to be. You said they were about to be deployed, but they weren't.
Yeah, they weren't.
So how is that an issue?
Because the federalization in itself is illegal.
I think we're going
because
in circles.
He federalized them so they could go and be deployed and enforce the law, but he didn't have the right legal pretext to do it. So the federalization in itself was illegal. That's what the Supreme Court said.
That was my point. That was my point, brother. Like earlier, I was saying like, what was the National Guard? What do they do? That's what I was trying to ask you.
The federalization is just like the National Guard is under the
not that. No, I got you. Like, what does the National Guard? Like, what does the National Guard do?
You mean like what were they going to do in that scenario? Like what was their job?
Yeah. Like what do they do? Like what do they do? I'm confused.
But they were supposed to go in there and like protect DHS.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay.
So I'm just confused on like how that's an issue to people. I said,
I'm not saying it's inherently an issue. I'm just saying that they didn't have the right legal pretext to do it, and it was illegal.
Why not?
I just need to. You agree with me, right? That like what Mark Kelly said. You can agree with me. What Mark Kelly said was reasonable because there were valid legal concerns at the time, and it was just a future-looking message to not follow legal orders, right?
Yeah, 100%. Like anytime, like, dude, like I'm a EMT person. If someone comes up to me and says like, do this, do that, and it's illegal, I'll be like, hell no, dude. Like, hell no, I'm not gonna lose my like practice. You know what I mean? Like, but no, I understand what you're saying, brother. Like, I'm just confused on like why people are saying it's illegal. Like what you're saying.
You're confused on why the Supreme Court because they aren't allowed to not federalize the National Guard to act as like to enforce federal law unless like regular service members who are like in the reserve or like active duty aren't able to do it, and there were except for very specific circumstances, right? And those like specific circumstances weren't met, so it was a violation of the Posse Comitatus Act because it specifically outlines that they're not allowed to do that unless they meet different legal standards. And the federalization was specifically so they could go like enforce federal law or help.
So it was federalized, right?
Yes.
It was. Can you show me a source? I apologize. Like, with all due respect. Like, or like, give me a link or something. Like, I can look it up myself. But no, I understand what you're saying. I really do.
Okay.
My issue, like, with
Yeah, it says it right here.
my issue with like
So this is right here.
with
This is from the
Democrat.
Supreme Court on October 4th, 2025. The president called 300 members of the Illinois National Guard into active federal service to protect federal personnel and property in Illinois, particularly in around Chicago. The following day, members of Texas National Guard were also federalized and sent to Chicago. In calling forth the Guard, president relied on 10 USC, and then it goes and explains. So there, it just said that they were federalized. Right
Yeah, yeah. So did it say like it's illegal?
Yeah, down here.
Where? We conclude. Yeah. Can you go down like your pictures? Go up a little bit, right there, right there.
Okay.
I apologize, brother. Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I'm gonna play devil's advocate. It didn't say it's illegal though.
What does it
It
mean
said
for
it
something
needs.
to be? What does it mean for
Well,
something to be illegal?
it said it needs congressional approval. That's what it said.
What does it mean for something to be illegal?
Huh?
What does it mean for something to be illegal?
Well, it means to be. I'm trying to think in my head. Not morally based. Like it's something that
Ill of the
is.
law, illegal.
Yeah,
Not
law,
a violation
which,
of the law.
So
he didn't have congressional
same as
approval.
illegal immigrants, right?
So he didn't have
Same as
congressional
illegal immigrants.
So Posse Comitatus says you're not allowed to do it. He didn't have congressional approval, and he didn't have any other circumstances for giving legal justification to federalize it. So therefore, it would be a violation of the Posse Comitatus Act, and therefore illegal.
I got you. So scratch. Is that still happening right now?
Huh?
Is that still happening right now? Is it still
as far as I
happening
know,
right
no.
now? Okay, so what's that mean?
What's that mean?
If it's not happening now, what happened?
It means it's not happening anymore, and the court came to determination it was illegal.
Okay, so right. So like, if you're Obama. Okay, I'm making like presidents do this. Like, I'm not condoning what Trump does all the time. I'm just saying, in my head, like presidents are like the power of the power, right? They can bring up anything they want to in terms of what we just talked about. You can write stuff down. Like in my head, like what you just said, you're like, well, like we can say this about this, then I'm gonna write it down. We're gonna make it a law. But if congressional approval says no, or congressional people say no, then how is that quote unquote illegal? You know what I mean?
If there's a law that says you're not allowed to go to war unless Congress approves, and the president goes to war without Congress approval,
but we're
that'd be a
not
violation
we're
of
not
the law.
we're not in war right now.
I never said we were in war. That wasn't the claim I was making. I'm just giving you an analogy for how it would be illegal. So if there's a law that says you're not allowed to do this, you're not allowed to do X unless you do Y, and you don't do Y but you do X, then it's a violation of the law.
Yeah, which like what you said, like I asked you, like, is it happening right now, and you said no. So like, what do you think the Trump group said about that?
What do you mean?
Like, I just asked you, like, you were saying that Trump did this quote unquote legally, right?
Yeah.
And then like
it
everything happened.
Past tense. Yes.
Yeah, it did, right? So like, and I asked you, is it still happening? You said no.
Yeah, it isn't.
So I'm asking you, like, what happened?
they stopped doing
Why?
it.
Why is it?
The guard
Yeah,
was
like
unfederalized.
why though? Why though?
Because the Supreme Court said it was illegal. Oh, and the Supreme Court's
Right?
using its
What'd you
jurisdiction
say?
to
What'd you
determine if
say?
something's illegal or not.
Yeah. So Trump, like in his like whole big head, right? He said, "Oh crap, it's illegal, so I'm gonna stop."
Okay.
Yeah.
What's your goal in coming up here and like talking to me?
I'm just trying to figure out your mindset, brother.
My mindset? Because why? Why do you want to figure out my mindset?
So like, what's your goal in these lives?
To try to convince people on my side, but like I'm just kind of wondering like why you come up here just like it's very arbitrary questions.
No. Like I come up into liberals' lives because I'm trying to figure out their mindset, right? Because
Mindset of what?
because like you guys keep on like liberals keep on saying they hate Trump. They do like he does this, he does that. So I ask questions. You know what I mean?
Okay. I'm
I
gonna
haven't
end
been
the live.
disrespectful.
Y'all have a great
Dude,
night.
okay, I got you. So you are a liberal.
Yeah.
You